implications for privacy and freedom are frightening.
This is Richard Werner, the top academic scholar in the world on central banking.
The nature of this CBDC, what is it actually going to look like? They never talk about that. But I heard one European central banker tell me what it's going to look like. He saw it. And it was around this large and would be implanted under your skin.
This is the book of Habakkuk 2 verse 3. No, it's like 2 verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I'm reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. First and foremost, we'll give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the hopefully elect men that scattered abroad, pushing the truth with our sincerity. And shalom to a few sisters that's getting in orders at these last days. I'm the brother of mine, coming to the quick, low and edifying video, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, so as you can see inside the video, I played, we in the times of prophecy, We inside the times of prophecy, the charagma, right? I'm gonna replay it because he was saying a lot of key points, and we want to grab some scriptures. Let me see, right? Yeah, right there.
The nature of this CBDC, what is it actually going to look like? They never talk about that. But I heard one European central banker tell me what it's going to look like. He saw it. And it was around this large and would be implanted under your skin.
And there you go. There you have it, right? So all of these other people that's considering, the MOTB is sin and philosophies. There you have it, man. These coming from these upper folks, man. They telling you what it's going to be, right? He said, what's going to be the nature of the CBDC, right? And so when we look at the word nature, right, the second definitions of it, it says the basic or inherent features of something, right? Because we know it's going to be a digital dollar, but what is the digital dollar going to be on? The charagma, right? That's that tiny device that he actually went into describing, right? It says essence, the identity, right? What's another one? The style, the complexion, So it's evident that, right, this prophecy is going to be the charagma, right, which is going to go up under your skin, man. And I'm gonna pull out, some more precepts, right? But I did want to go back to the book of Habakkuk, 2 and 3. It says, for the vision, it's like 2 and 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision, write these prophecies, and make it plain upon tables, right? Break it. It says, and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it, right? So we're breaking the scriptures down, starting with the head apostles of Great Millstone, the water for those men, So, right, so he have it to the point where we are able to break these scriptures down to the plainest way, like the lamest terms, and pretty much you can't get around it, right? Right now it's inevitable that the MOTB is the charagma, right? That grain of rice, right? You got Elon Musk trying to put it within your forehead. You see what I'm saying? So it's not, you can't run around it. Matter of fact, let me put my phone on do not disturb. Hold on, did it go through? Yeah. Right, it says make the vision and write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it, right? We're breaking it down to the point where, hey, you should be worried to remember to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and get up under that umbrella, get in tune. So, hey, when all hell and destruction is coming, right, Lord willing, he passing over us. It said us because Lord willing, I'm a part of that number. Right, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, right? A scheduled time, that's what appointed means, a scheduled time. Like, just like how, the C-19 popped off, They started shutting everything down. It was at a appointed time that they had scheduled, right? It said, but at the end it shall speak, right? Speaking how? As in going being to effect, right? Being made mandatory. You won't be able to buy, sell, or trade unless you have this device, right? And we actually see the dollar is crashing right before our eyes, right? Gradually, right? And I want to grab that word as well inside the Google definition. We see it. Like I said, even though it's tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, right? Because we see it coming, right? And we look at the word gradually, it says slowly, moderately, right? Cautiously, right? Like what he tell you in the book of 1 Peter 5:8, be sober and be vigilant, right? Being cautious, because your adversary, the devil, roaming about seeking whom he may devour, right? Because he's rolling out with this device. You know what I'm saying? It says little by little, step by step, So there you have it. It's gradually coming. It says though it tarry, right? Because if it's tarrying, that means it feels as if it's taking forever. But really, in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Shah, it's not. It's really just coming right along. And we see it clear as day. But it says, because it will surely come, it will not tarry, right? It's going to be made mandatory, right? Yahweh Shem Shah tells you in the book of Isaiah. I just grabbed it. The book of Isaiah 55:11, right? It says, so shall my word so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it, right? Yahweh Shem Shah, not the author of confusion, So, and he tells us to measure the time for a reason, because we see the time that's coming, That's why he tells us to measure the time, because it's not once it start playing out, once it start how like he got some gears. Once they start going, it's not gonna stop, man. And we see that clear as day. And call halal Yahweh Shem Shah, and we able to see that. So I'm gonna roll into a couple more precepts, then I'm gonna go inside the book of Revelations. Just to break down. Just to show you, and with like it said in the book of Habakkuk 2 and 3. Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, right? So we're about to do this video again, making it plain upon tables, and it's more brothers that have made plenty of videos on this subject, because this is a major part of prophecy that a lot of camps don't even believe in, But hey, when these things come to pass, then shall they know that the prophet have been among them, right? So this right here, the book of Proverbs 22 and 3. Now, you know what? I know I'm going to go straight to Revelations. And I'm going to just hold that. Revelation 13, verse 16. It says, and he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive, right? To receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, right? I'm going to see what they say for the word receive. Just in the Google definition. I could have looked it up in the Blue Letter as well. Right? But it says be given, presented with, right? Obtain, right? And what's going to be obtained? It says pick up, to take, right? You can't take sin. You know what I'm saying? Right? Be provided with. You know what I'm saying? So it's evident, it's a physical thing that's going to be happening, right? Like I was telling somebody, why the hell would Esau give you something spiritual when he's a carnal man? That doesn't make sense, right? Everything he does on a carnal level, in the flesh, right? So he's going to actually give you something that goes inside your flesh, right? Which would be that charagma, right? That small grain of rice, like the man said on the video. He actually described it, man. What we've been saying for years. But that's when a lot of Jake really want to catch on, is when a person from a different nation speak on it, because, hey, we look like fools to the rest of the world, But it says be given, be presented with, be awarded, collect, accept, right? What you're going to be accepting, what you're going to be gaining, picking up, you're going to be picking up that charagma, right? So yeah, that was it on that. It says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, right? Because it's right going to be a new NWO, right? World order, not just a America order, a world order, right? It says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? And it's when you add it up, they're talking about within the right hand. Really can be either hand, whatever you preferable with. It was just a vision that John had, right? But or in their foreheads, right? When you go back to it, Elon Musk was trying to do brain C-hip trials, on humans, So it's lining up, showing you, right? This MOTB is what we say it is. Verse 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. And his number is 636. And I want to go back and break this down some more, because it says, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, right? So we can go to that word, we can go to the word mark in verse 16. And it's simple, man. It's real simple. And we're really at these times to come, and you want to get this wisdom knowledge because it's going to be your stability inside these times to come. Right, so it says charagma, right? It says a stamp, an imprinted mark, right? When you imprint something, what does it mean? It goes into the flesh. It says things carved, the mark branded upon horses. That's like you go to a field, right? And they mark the cows. They got name tags in their ears. How that name tag is not no sticky note. It's clamped into their ear, right? It goes through the flesh, right? A stamp, right? Can we go down here? What it says? Matter of fact, it says the stamp in one, right? But that stamp means like a badge, right? It says as a badge of servitude, right? That's like if you got a badge for your job. That's how you have access to get into your job. You're locked out until you get into your job. And what's going to happen in today's time? You're going to be locked out of society unless you give in, right? Making it plain upon tables, right? So you have mark is charagma is the word for mark, and the root word for mark, right, is the word charax. Right, it says a pale or stake, a palisade, right? And look, and this how easy it is to understand that this MOTB is going to be the charagma, right? That small, tiny grain of rice. It says from the root word etymology, from charasso, to sharpen to a point. Now watch how smooth this go, right? It says to sharpen to a point. When you go to, cause I already had it queued up. I gotta go back to it. Right, a palisade, sharpened to a point. Look at the top of these fences, man. It's sharpened to a point. Now watch how we just tie it in real easily, right? This whole thing. When you go, I'm just matter of fact, oh damn, I delete the rest of it. Slovakia. Let me see if I can find a better one. I just go with this. Right? But this is a syringe, right? That's a syringe, right? They'll load the device inside that syringe, right? You see the tip of it? It's pointy. It's sharpened to a point, right? And also, if you know anything about construction, labor and work, what they do, they use palisades to, let's say you're making a sidewalk. You set up those palisades, and what does the palisade do? It goes into the earth. It goes into the ground, so therefore it can hold, just like how they doing now, building these fences. It's going into the ground. It pierced the ground. That's what that syringe is going to do. It's going to pierce your skin. Right? So when you go back to the charax, right? Go to the root word of charax. It's going to mean grapple, right? Right, but before I go to that, right? So it says to sharpen to a point, And like he said in the video, he was like, what's going to be the nature of it? it's going to be, what we just described is going to be a charagma, a small, tiny grain of rice. Right? So from there, I was going to go to the root word of a karax. And it's going to go to the word grapho, right? And what's going to be the thing for the grapho is the all the information you need. You can pretty much, in times we coming into, you will have to walk around with pretty much nothing, no purse, no wallet, no nothing, because everything will be on that one device. Your money, your access to get inside, your job, stores, you know what I'm saying? Everything will be on that one small device. Right, so it says to write with reference to the form, the letters, but it says to write. What's going to be written on there? All your data. It's an old scene from, I want to say, NCIS episode, and within that episode, he was telling you, like, well, in the latter time, we'll have all your medical information on this device. And so the man told him, he said, well, welcome to the NWO. Right? So let's go to show you that it says grapho is pretty much all of the wording that you're going to need for that device, right? The word karax meaning to that instrument, right? That what's going to be the instrument? That syringe that's loaded with the RFID, right? And charagma is the the grain of rice. I'm trying to use my words lightly, right? So I'm gonna go back. Go down to verse 18. It says, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. And his number is 603 score and 6. Right? When you go to it, go like 5 psi sigma. Can't really say it correctly. But the point is, matter of fact, I'm just let it say it. Con. So it says 666. And what's going to be that? It goes into the Universal Product Code, the UPC, right? So pretty much you will be a barcode, in these times to come. You cannot access nowhere unless you have this device. This is going to be your ticket, right? Your token into society, and that's where we're going. That's where everything is headed. And it's the beautiful thing about it, because we're one step closer to the kingdom, man. Right? Jacob's trouble. So, from there, I want to go to the book of Proverbs 22 and 3. And I'm going to close out with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Proverbs 22 and 3. It says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil, right? The bad times. Right? A prudent man. What's a prudent man? A man of Yahweh Shema Shai that's searching out the scriptures, understanding who our power is sincerely, man. Keeping the law, statutes, commandments to the best of their ability, right? Actually being a watchman. Watching all the news articles and seeing what's actually going on. Measuring the time. It says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hide of himself. How you hide yourself? Inside these scriptures. Girding up the faith, right? In the book of Isaiah 33 and 6. Let me just go grab it right quick and I'll just come back. Isaiah 33 and 6, it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord Yahweh. Those only begotten son Yahweh Shai is his treasure, right? So that's going to keep us stable inside these times, right? Because we up under Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, right? The words is going to keep us sustained. We won't lose our minds, right? So Proverbs 22 and 3, it says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hide of himself. But the simple, right? Who's going to be that simple? The ones that hear this word but didn't want to hearken to it. So now they're going to be out here scrambling, trying to go to all these stations to get that sea help inside them, man. Because they didn't want to seek the Lord while he was founded. They didn't want to get no wisdom now to understand it while they had the chance to. They forsook it. But it says the simple pass on and are punished, right? Because they're going to take it, and we know the consequence. Got to grab the consequence of taking that sea help. It says the simple pass on and are punished, right? So the simple pass on and are punished, and this right is the punishment for taking that sea help, right? It says, Revelation 14 and 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive, right, to take his MARK in his forehead or in his hand, right? The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, right? Telling you, hey, you're going to catch full judgment, you know, the hard judgment, the punishment of receiving that karagma, right? Yahweh Bashem Yahushua will not spare you. You know, because what did you do? You forsook Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and want to follow after the God of this world, which would be Esau, Edom, right? So Yahweh Bashem Yahushua gonna make sure he kill you, your family, you know. But I'm gonna close out on this. The book of Ezekiel 33 and 33. Ezekiel 33, verse 33. And when this come to pass, lo, it will come, right? This prophecy of the MOTB is coming, right? Whether you believe it or not, right? We're taking the book of second is 15. You know, give no warning from me. No, Ezekiel 3 and 17, give no warning from me, right? But it says, and when this come to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. Right, so with that being said, Lord willing was edifying, right? So till next time, give our honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the whole elect man that scattered abroad, pushing truth without sincerity. And shalom to those few sisters that's getting in order for these last days. Shalom.